my project this year was working on sustainable food and dining. And so I plan to major both in political science and peace and conflict studies. And from that, I've always had this interest in environmental sustainability, and that passion's always been there. So I thought, why not get involved in PSRF? It's an incredible way to engage with the community. And with that, I got my project. And overall, it is this initiative to replace our current compostables with a reusable container. And it has this dual-pronged mission. So first, primarily to avoid and reduce waste, and then to implement this pilot program. So that's this tangible mission. But overall, we have to take this step back and look at the why. So why are we trying to avoid and reduce waste? Why is this implementation of this pilot program so important? And it really looks at how do we redefine or rethink what we see and how we interact with waste. And taking this step back is really important. And I think that this project, implementing a reusable takeout container program, did a great job of opening the door to how we think about waste. So kind of a recap, to the left is a picture of the containers that we use for the pilot program. And then the chart to the right is kind of a way to conceptualize what this exchange process is like with students. It can be thought more like a library book exchange. Like that's a really good way to visualize it. And it was all through the one card system that the participant students had, and basically just had their card swiped, took the reusable container, filled it up, used it like normal, and then they could return the container, swipe for a new clean one, or go in for a regular eat-in meal. And so with this program, I got an overwhelmingly positive response from the student body. I had students coming up to me, oh my gosh, how do I get involved? This is amazing. Going up to other PSRFs, like specifically Oswaldo, he's telling me, oh my goodness, all these students are coming up to me like they want to get involved. And I mean, I think that is a really incredible way to see how your project and how you can directly impact a community, especially your peers, and really seeing that spark and how getting involved in a project like this, like seeing that change, I think is really powerful. And the response was really positive. The students really embraced this initiative. Mostly everyone really loved the hard plastic. The compostables tend to disintegrate. They aren't very leak proof. And with that, like, I could just say the project was a complete success. It was all positive. And I was able to write this article for the Phoenix, and it got a really good response. Just all the students, they want to see more of this. They want to see how they can get involved. We were able to start the pilot with 50 participants, but because of this overwhelmingly positive response, I was able to add 14 more to see how much this pilot could support. And like with that, it ran really smoothly. So that was really great to see. And then some of the feedback we got of how we could improve our process was first kind of streamline our one card system. So some of the students just had some technical issues, which just working with the one card office and Anthony Condo specifically, like that could easily be fixed. Also, one of the more popular demands or suggestions was to have more than one drop site to have these students drop off their soiled containers. So currently we only have one, which is at Sharples. And so that would be interesting to see if we could have some at other central locations like McCabe, Cy, Colberg. That would be really good to look into. So overall, these next steps streamline the one card system and have other options for drop-offs. And we want to see if we can expand the program for more participants. Seeing how smoothly and efficiently the program ran, we had about 64 students with about 200 containers. So that exchange process, we were kind of trying to see how many students could we support with just this amount of containers. And we're probably going to assume that we could add about up to 100 students with our 200 containers for it to run smoothly. So that's what we're looking to expand to in the future. Right now, we wouldn't be able to support a program that would be catered to the entire student body simply because our dining hall would not be able to support that, the washing, storing, drying of the containers. Like that wouldn't be feasible. But luckily, in a few years, we'll be getting our new dining hall. I don't know if any of us will be here to see it, but that will most certainly be catered to have a complete reusable container program, most likely upgrade to other reusable ware like utensils, cups, bowls. That's what we're looking to do, and that's really exciting. And then lastly, I just want to thank all of my project supporters. This project has been so positive. I've learned a lot, and the best part about it was just seeing how interacting with students, faculty, and other staff, like having these interactions that are so positive, getting this feedback and seeing genuine interest in my peers and my friends, other students, and the excitement around something as simple as a reusable container is amazing. And just seeing how that can blossom into something bigger, like what would that look like if we expanded it, and how can that become a movement? How do we think about waste? And it's a really good way to contextualize it. So with that, I'm really thankful for what PSRF has brought me. In retrospect, it's one of the best programs out there to really see how you can make a direct impact. So I want to thank you guys.